everyone, it's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and today I wanted to sit down and do a video just to kind of chit chat about where things are in life. And what sparked this video was actually we have been in this house officially 1 year as of just a few days ago. So I was sitting there thinking about what a year it has been. It's been crazy because Austin shut down the day after we moved in, so we really have just been kind of sheltering in place. We have gone out some, we have done things socially distanced, we've had outdoor things, outdoor get-togethers with neighbors. We did put Olivia back in school at the beginning of 2021, so that was also a really good thing to try to get back to some normalcy. Of course, they're wearing masks and being socially distanced, so that's played a really big part into being at home so much because we don't have any other choice pretty much. So we have been home for a year. We've really enjoyed having this house, and I want to just talk about it a little bit because we went into this being house build number 2. You guys, if you followed any of my videos, you guys know the terrible ordeal we went through when we thought we were building our dream home for the first time. And so this was kind of dream home 2.0 or dream home do-over. So there were some choices I made in the design center that we got to completely change the second time around. There were things I knew better. For one thing, don't get espresso cabinets if you don't want really dark cabinets. That was a major fail. That was one of the biggest things as far as design choice mess ups that I made. But we really got a chance to just do over everything, pick out a different company, pick out a different location, and just get a complete fresh start after the whole situation. I went back before I started filming this and I watched my house building nightmare is over video, and I cannot believe that was almost 2.5 years ago, or right about 2.5 years ago. And I can't believe the house burned down in May of, so I had to go look it up. I was totally drawing a blank if it was 2016 or 2017, and I could not figure it out. So I had to go Google my own video to find out, but it was actually May of 2017. So almost 4 years ago. It is the end of March, almost April. And so we're coming up on the 4-year anniversary of the house burning down, the 5-year anniversary are about actually going towards building a dream home. So this was a long time ago now, and it feels so much longer than it sounds. When I'm thinking like 4 years ago, the house burned down and we lost our contract and went through the lawsuit and all that stuff, and everything was finally over. In 2018, I posted a video September 2018 saying everything was over. It's just a few years ago, but it seems so long now because we're so far from that. We ended up buying an existing home at the time, selling that because it just wasn't a good fit. There was just all sorts of bad vibes from being in the same neighborhood as everything went down. So it just was just not a good fit. We really needed just a clean slate, a fresh start, and we went going to rent because we just wanted to get out of that area. And then when we were renting, we thought, wow, we really hate renting, so let's not do this anymore. Finally taking the leap and building again. And ultimately, that's just what my heart of hearts really wanted. I just really wanted to build something, get to pick out everything. It's just been such a big dream of mine. When we knew we were moving, it was the first thing I thought. I was like, wow, maybe we can build a house in Austin. And it was just such a big, huge dream of mine. For it to take as long as it did to get here from that point, I think it made it more worth it. I think what all we went through made this house feel more like home. It made this house feel much more special to us, and it means a lot. And some people, you know, they don't really care where they're living. It's not a big thing. Their house is their home. And I had this vision for my family. I had this vision of this beautiful house that I wanted, and my heart just wanted that. It's so nice to finally get that and achieve that and feel like, yes, this is the place we were supposed to be all along. When we first moved to Austin, this is what we expected. This is what we wanted. And to finally feel like we're settling in somewhere, this is where we belong, we want to settle here, and we want our kids to grow up here, and we really like our community, we really like the friends we've been making in the area. It's just an all-around perfect fit for us. And that's not to say everything's perfect, because everything's not perfect. Of course, there are downsides to everything, one of them being property tax, which I can't get into, but Austin's property taxes are like sometimes 3%, which is a lot. That's a lot of property tax. So that's a major downfall, but at the same time, there's so many benefits. We love living here. We definitely want to stay here as long as we can. It's just been a year of like a dream come true moment, especially like when the world went to heck and all these things are happening. We had our house and we'd longed for this for so long, and we went through such an ordeal trying to get our dream home, and ultimately that wasn't the home for us. And people at the time during those videos, when I'm posting about the fire and the lawsuit and all the drama that went into that, people at the time were like, there's something better for you guys. And they're saying these things like, you know, everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna get weepy, guys. I'm gonna feel the weepies for this one. They're saying there's a reason for this. And at the time, I'm like, I don't know if I buy all of that. That's kind of like what you say to somebody to like make them feel better in the moment, but does it really happen? Is there really gonna be like dream home number 2? And at the time I'm thinking there's no way in heck my husband is ever gonna sign on to building again. Even a little part of me was still like really wanting to build, like really wanting to pick out everything. I wanted to pick out my countertops and the sinks and everything. And I thought, you know what, this was my chance and that company blew it for me and I'm never gonna get this chance again. And thank goodness he came to the same realization when we were renting that last house. We both were like, wow, we need to build, we need a fresh start, we need to kind of have a redemption and really get what we truly want. And he wanted the same thing as me, and we came together and we built this beautiful house, and like, we didn't do anything. We weren't out here building anything, but it just is a total dream come true for me to live in this house. And each day, even when I'm having a crappy day, I wake up and I love our house. I love where we are, and that's the feeling I wanted. And when people were saying everything happens for a reason, I'm getting all choked up, guys. It's like a common thing for me. But when people were saying like everything happens for a reason, there's something better for you guys, I'm like, I hope so. I really hope so. And I feel that now. Like, I feel we had to go through all that stuff to appreciate this house as much as we do, because we went through all that stuff. It's not just a house to us, it's bigger than that to us. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys who said those things to me, because at the time I'm like, I think maybe they're right, but I don't see that yet. Like, I don't see the vision yet. I don't see what's better for us. You know, we got that other house that just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't my style and we shouldn't have bought it. We totally messed up by buying that house in the first place because we didn't love it. I mean, you shouldn't buy a house that you don't just love. And that really was like, we walked into it, it was nice, it would get the job done. It was a house, we could make it a home, but it never felt right. It was always like a little bit off. The design was off, the coloring was off, and yeah, we could have changed some things over time, but we couldn't make the living room a different size. Like, we couldn't get rid of the fireplace in the corner taking up 1/3 of the room. It just was not it. It wasn't it. And this house is totally it. This house is more it than the first dream home. We have the things we wanted. We have a bigger garage, we have more square footage, we have the media room that we really wanted last time, but we just were afraid to commit to it because it was such a big expense before. And we're like, okay, we're already spending a lot on this house. I don't want to spend more on this like frivolous accessory part of the house. And this time we did. This time we splurged on the media room. We got every single thing we wanted in this house, and it's completely feels like home. There are things we want to do to change it and make it better. Like I talked about adding a mud room and things like that, but those are just smaller tweaks. We have like the bones of the house, the major things in the house. And I love the house so much. I can't tell you guys how much I love the house. I'm just so thankful for it. So thankful that we gave building a second chance after what we went through. I didn't see us building again. That was part of what was just so soul crushing about our experiences. I was thinking we're never gonna be able to build what I wanted. That was part of that whole terrible situation. So I'm just so glad that we did it, especially like the timing was perfect for it. I was pregnant with Stella when we went into building, and I really was like really second guessing. I was like, are you sure this is the right idea? Because I'm pregnant and hormonal, and it sounds like a really good idea, but I'm also pregnant and hormonal, so it could just be that. And it was just him really pushing for it and knowing it was the right thing when I was like second guessing everything, being really hormonal. So I'm really glad that we went through with it and built the house, and now we can raise our babies here, or our big girl and our baby here. Wanted to make this video because it does feel like redemption. Like, being able to move into this house felt like redemption. Living here for a year and knowing that this is the right place feels like redemption, and knowing it's the right fit. The community, I just love the community. I've made some friends here even though it's in the middle of the pandemic, and it's like, this is not a good time to move to a new area and have to make new friends because things are weird right now. Times are strange right now, but it's really nice to make some local friends in the neighborhood so we can just walk to people's houses. It's so convenient and nice. It was just everything that I hoped that it would be and more, and I just am so thankful that we took the leap and did it, especially when we did, because there's a big thing that ended up happening during the pandemic I want to touch on. But when we went and built the other house, we got priced out of that area because the prices rose. So at the time, like, we couldn't get the equivalent house. We couldn't start building again and get the same house if we had started over with a different company. So we were just priced out of that neighborhood, and we had to buy an existing home to get into that neighborhood, but we couldn't build there. And we ended up building here, and then the prices skyrocketed through this pandemic. So if we had waited any longer, we wouldn't have been able to build in this neighborhood. We totally did it at the absolute most perfect time. Our house value has almost doubled right now because of how crazy pandemic times are, but we would have been totally outpriced of pretty much all of Austin because of the prices being so crazy. So I'm so thankful that we did it when we did. It was just like the most perfect timing. As unlucky as the other situation was all around, this was like the luckiest possible situation because we got the house we wanted. And at the time that we bought the house, we thought it was a little undervalued. And we thought, wow, I think we got a really good deal on this house. And turns out we really got a good deal because the house is skyrocketed in all of Austin right now. I think it will probably level out some, but I don't know that it's ever going to go back to the level that it was before. It's just how it is in Austin. Things keep going up. So I'm just thankful that we have that sense of, okay, we made the right decision. Our house value has gone up significantly. It's good in a financial sense, not just like a feel-good, warm and fuzzy sense, which is mostly what I'm talking about in this video. It's such a good place to raise our kids, and I feel like it's home. And that's the feeling I haven't had the whole time we've lived in Austin. And this is going into our 5th year here. And I never felt that. I always felt like it wasn't right. I felt like the neighborhood wasn't right, or the part of town wasn't right, or just something. Something was always off. And here I feel like totally we can put down roots. This is our home. We can settle in. We can do the permanent changes we want to do and make this house absolutely perfect for our family. And a year into it, I'm feeling as like warm and fuzzy about the house as I did when we were building it. Like, looking at my living room, I'm just in awe of how beautiful that it is. And I really am just, I can't express how thankful I am and how much I'm grateful for this house. It's just such a good experience building. Building kind of sucks in general because it's kind of a process and there's some things that go wrong along the way. But as far as things going wrong, basically nothing could top what went down last time. And we're hearing like other people tell their building horror stories, and we're like, dude, you guys have no idea how effing bad it could have been. Like, you own the house. Because we went through that experience, this building process, anything that went wrong was just such small things and just such minor things. Even the countertop fiasco, I was getting heated about it and I was really angry about it, but it was such small things compared to before. Everything that happened to us before was crazy. Like, I feel like that could have been a TV movie. That could have been like a made-for-TV drama movie or something, like a 3-part TV series on all the shady things that happened. It just doesn't feel real. And even like watching the video back, it did feel real. I was like, did that really effing happen to us? And it did. And it's so bizarre. Like, thinking back of all of the things that we went through with the other builder, with the house, and having the complete opposite experience this time, where the builder is so pleasant. They fixed any problem. They did a couple of extra things for us just because we asked them to, because they wanted us to be happy. It was so refreshing to have people treat you with basic dignity and respect, and also go above and beyond. Like, they really cared about their customers, and that meant so much to us, especially after what we went through last time, where we got thrown away like garbage and just treated like garbage. This time, we got the experience that everybody deserves. And I'm getting choked up again thinking about it. I'm glad that we finally came to some place where we feel completely at home. I just love our neighborhood. I love our area. Car went by. I'm so thankful for this. And so this video also, I want to talk about, I told you guys we were going to wait a year, and then I have some projects that I want to do every month. So April is coming up. I'm going to have my first project. It's going to be conquering our master closet. I haven't done any sort of organizing. I haven't bought hardly anything for the house. I was really waiting to that 1-year mark, but baby, we hit it and it's time. I just cannot wait to take you on the journey with me to get this house exactly in tip-top shape and organized fashion. And I feel like we're such slackers because we waited a year, but it was also a baby year for us. I was talking to one of the neighbors the other day, telling them, oh yeah, it's our 1-year anniversary, and they're in an older section, so they have been here for a few years, and they're like, dude, we still have boxes. Like, we still have boxes to unpack. We've been living here so many years. Don't feel bad about it. You guys got kids. Our priorities always are kids too. Don't worry about it. Don't be hard on yourself. I've got a list a mile long of things I want to do to the house, and it just comes in time. And when you have young kids, you just have to do other things. So I was kind of getting down like, wow, we really should have done more to the house. But he really made us feel better about it when there's some other neighbors who have their house like put together. Their house looks like a showroom house, and I'm sitting over here like, at least my boxes are like unpacked. I have everything shoved in the master closet and shoved in the cabinets, but nothing is super organized and customized or anything. So it made me feel better knowing I wasn't the only one that doesn't have it completely together and completely organized. And especially like pandemic times with baby times, it's a lot. And so I'm just kind of in survival mode a lot of the time. Hitting that 1-year mark and having my projects lined up. I'm so excited to conquer the master closet in April. So that's going to be my first thing to do. I've been talking about it, and now it's finally time to like plan out what exact containers I'm getting, what's going where, making it perfect. And I cannot wait. Anyway, I don't know where this video is going. I just had this to get off my chest. We've hit the year mark. We've lived here a year, and feels like home. I was able to vlog and share some of this journey with you guys. You guys could follow me along and see the downs as well as the ups, and it's just been a wild ride to get here. Anyway, rambly video. I hope you guys liked it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what projects you want to see me conquer in this house. Master closet's #1. I have other ones on the list, but I don't know what you guys want to see first. So definitely let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Whatever spaces you want to see organized, let me know. I'd be interested to see what you guys want to see first. But that's it. So thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.